Hey, what is up, Dragon Ball Nation? It's your boy Joe, DJ Beta, bringing you another video in Dokkan. And just like every Sunday for the past Sundays, for the past month, I have done the best teams, or the top 5 cards for each type. You know, I started with AGL, then went to Technique, Strength, Intelligence. I'm not sure what in order, but I've done all those. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. I have some of it on the screen. But I'm going to be getting into the last type, which is physical. Physical. Let's get physical. Anyway, I'm not gonna sing. I can't sing. I don't know even know why I'm trying. But I just wanted to get into the physical team. This team is, I mean, these characters are kind of, man, they're hit and miss. They really are. Physical is honestly one of the worst teams you could possibly run. Hell, even the God Lead, Broly, is probably not even, you know, he probably wouldn't even make top 1 sometimes on you know, in JP right now in the top, you know, physical units, which is sad because that's the God Lead. So they kind of shattered Broly. I mentioned it plenty of times, and I did a couple Broly videos as far as taking on different events with my Mono physical team, and I mentioned several times how they shattered Broly so much. But I just kind of want to give you all the top 5 physical units, you know, to have on your physical team. And these units, they're physical doesn't have a lot of units, honestly, that are great units. I mean, they have, you know, those normal units that are, you know, that are going to hit hard and do certain things. Basically, physical right now is a sealed team. You can constantly have any enemy sealed, you know, permanently sealed. If you're running Gotenks and Bardock, I mean, you can just keep them sealed the whole time you're running those two. Yeah, Bardock doesn't hit hard, but at least he seals. And Gotenks, he will actually hit pretty hard on a mono physical team. But this is my list, the top 5 best cards to have on a mono physical team. It was hard for me to actually come up with this list because of the fact that so many, I mean, there are not a lot of great cards, and there's so many different cards you can choose from because they all do different things. But I'm going to go ahead and get into number 5. Number 5 is Emperor's Devotion Frieza. Yes, full power Frieza is at number 5. Now, this unit seems like he's going to be a great card, or is a great card. I've never had a chance to pull him. I actually have my JP version, but I do not have him awakened to his TUR form. I just have him on regular UR form. But his leader skill is type +3, or physical types +3, and attack +3000. That used to be like the God Lead back in the day, as far as, you know, for each type. Each type had a God Lead. Now it's like the God Lead. Now they're completely different, way over OP. But Super Attack, he actually causes immense damage, so he's actually one of the hardest hitting cards in the game because his passive skill is attack plus 120% when performing a Super Attack. I know what you're thinking, causes immense damage, has a fantastic passive. Why would he be number 5? Just why? Well, his links, you know, Prodigies, Universe, Most Malevolent, Nightmare, Strongest Clan in Space, Big Bad Bosses, Over in a Flash, and Fierce Battle. He links up nowhere in a mono physical team, and that's horrible, man. If they would have given him Shock and Speed instead of Over in a Flash, fantastic. They actually could have done that, and that would have been a lot better than actually what he is right now. But the fact that they gave him Over in a Flash, you know, and not even Shock and Speed, kind of shats him majorly to fit on a mono physical team. I mean, he's a great unit. I mean, immense damage and 120% when performing a super attack. He is going to be one of the hardest hitting cards. But the fact that he doesn't fit on his respected mono team just makes it really, you know, underwhelming. Yes, he's getting 6 key, you know, from double Broly leads, but other than that, he is not getting much unless you link. Yeah, I can't even think of an Over in a Flash character right now that, you know, that you could link him up with, besides I'm not sure that Kaioken Goku from the World Tournament, I'm not sure if he actually has Over in a Flash. I think he does. And if he does, then yes, you can link him up with him, and he'll in that. But then, like I said, you'll need that Goku to kind of be that that bridge between this. Oh, sorry about that. Had alarm go off because I set an alarm or something. I didn't even realize what time it was. But yeah, he's just so underwhelming, and I wish he was a lot better because he would be so fantastic. But it is what it is. So at number 5 is a card that I really want. I really want this card. This is Rage of Justice Great Saiyaman 2. This card, it's a really, actually a good card. I mean, he's not a bad card at all, especially if you went on a mono physical team. He is not a bad card to have at all. Leader skill is physical type attack plus 50%. So you're not really using him for his leader skill, obviously, because you're going to be running double Broly leads. But super attack causes supreme damage. I'm sorry. But his passive skill is attack plus 70% when HP is 30% or above. That should be fairly easy to maintain on a mono physical team. Yes, they do get low on health because they do not have a tank. They don't have any kind of tank whatsoever on a mono physical team, but it should be no issue whatsoever. And also, he actually has some decent, he fits on the team. I mean, excuse me, he has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Hero Justice, Prepare for Battle, and Kamehameha. So Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, and Prepare for Battle are some of the links that you will need for a mono physical team. Mainly Prepare for Battle as of right now for a mono physical team. He's a good card. He hits hard because at 70%, you know, the only thing that's kind of underwhelming is that passive restriction as far as, you know, his HP has to be over a certain amount. That's the only thing that's kind of lackluster with this card. But other than that, he is actually a really, really decent card. I mean, I wouldn't mind having this card at all. 12 key multiplier is 140%. I guess Frieza's 12 key multiplier is 130%. I forgot to mention that earlier. So he has a high multiplier, and he has, you know, a decent attack. He's actually going to be a really good card, man. As far as a decent passive skill to have his attack go up. So he's actually going to be really great. And the fact that he has Shocking Speed, he can kind of bridge the gap. Also, if you have that Kaioken Goku from the World Tournament, because he has Shocking Speed. I know that for sure. I just wasn't sure about Over in a Flash. So he has that Shocking Speed, so he can kind of bridge the gap, whether, you know, it'll be, you know, with Frieza, as far as you have that Goku and him. And it's kind of, you just got to kind of play with this team. But mainly this team, as of right now, is Prepare for Battle. But in the future, it will be mainly Shocking Speed. All right. Number three, we have Shattering Strike Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Yes, this is the one that just recently got that rebirth. He is actually a fantastic card. Fantastic. He's a very, very, very good support unit. His leader skill is actually strength and physical type, HP, attack, and defense plus 30%. So as you see, he's kind of like a mini hybrid god lead per se for a mono or for a physical and STR type. He causes supreme damage with this super attack. His passive skill is really great. Key plus 2 and attack plus 20% for all allies. No restriction whatsoever. So even if he was linked up, even if you have him on a team with like a Ultimate Gohan who doesn't have Prepare for Battle, or a golden, or that full power Frieza, he will at least give 2 key to those units that will help them out so much that they need, you know, extra key in order to get out their super. And also the attack plus 20%. So that's really great because he's gonna make everyone on the field with him hit harder. And honestly, that's what you need sometimes. You need people to help you hit hard, especially with this mono physical team, because they do not hit the hardest. So you have to find out certain gimmicks with this team in order to survive battles. His link skills are Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, and Shattering Limit. Shattering Limit you can throw out the window. You're just mainly using them for Prepare for Battle, Golden Warrior, and Super Saiyan, and Saiyan Warrior Race. He's a fantastic unit. I wish I would have pulled this card, but I was not able to pull this card. It would have been great to have on my mono physical team, because my mono physical team, as y'all saw, it's kind of lacking a few units. I had to make do with certain units that, you know, aren't the greatest, but they work. They work for what they are. At least I have a couple of really, really good units on this team, but it would have been great to have him as far as giving that key plus 2 if I wanted to kind of throw in any kind of physical units, as far as like my Super Boo, who doesn't get any key because he doesn't link up. So if I was going to link him up with Goku, yeah, they really wouldn't link up, but the fact that he gives them plus 2 key is something that's going to help him out tremendously. So he actually kind of helps out people that do not link, and that's what's so great about this Goku. Alright, so now we're getting into top 2. This top 2 actually might be a little controversial for some, but this is in my eyes, and what I think is, and like I said before in many videos, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments what your list would be, and who would you have number 1, and who would you have number 2. Because this is kind of up in the air. This is, like I said, my opinion. So number 2, we have Heroes Return, Ultimate Gohan. Yes, Ultimate Gohan is number 2 on my list. Leader skill is all types key plus 3. So he is a great leader as far as if you don't have a Gogeta or the LR Goku or the Turles that got that rebirth. And you need a leader that gives +3 ki to, everybody. So he is actually a great unit to have, causes supreme damage, and he raises attack for 3 turns. So for 3 turns, he will hit harder, those 3 turns. Attack is 80% when HP is 30% or above. That same thing about that passive is, I don't like the passive that it is restricted. I wish they would not have gave him a restriction on his passive. If they would not give him a restriction on his passive, it would have been a lot better, but it just sucks that they gave him that restriction. And his 12 ki multiplier is 145%, so it's a little bit higher than normal. Link skills are all in the family: Saiyan lineage, Super Saiyan, or not Super Saiyan, I'm sorry, Kamehameha, Shock and Speed, Power Bestowed by God, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. So he doesn't really fit in too well with the mono physical team unless you're running like a Goku. And then you get that Kamehameha link and the Saiyan lineage. I think Broly has Saiyan lineage if I'm not mistaken. But he doesn't fit in too well because that Shock and Speed. If they would have gave him Shock and Speed and Prepare for Battle, great, man. That would have been fantastic to have with this unit. But the fact that they gave him Shock and Speed kind of hurts him as of right now. But in the future, he actually will be useful on a mono physical team when you have Blue Vegito, because I believe Blue Vegito actually has Shock and Speed. So he will be great eventually. I mean, he is still a really, really, really great card. But to me, there's one card that just sticks out better than the rest on this team. And yes, it is going to be Faith in Super Fusion Super Saiyan Gotenks. Yes, this card is amazing. This card is amazing. He's a very, very, very great card. Leader skill is all types ki +2. Decent leader skill. You're not using him for a leader skill, but super attack causes supreme damage to his opponent and seals super attack. So that's great that he can actually seal the super while he kind of hits you hard. His passive skill is attack +77% when performing a super attack. There is no restriction on his passive skill, and that is fantastic. He will get off his super attack no matter what, because he actually links up well in a mono physical team. You have Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, the Innocence, Fuse Fighter, and Saiyan lineage. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, and the Saiyan lineage are going to be the main key links for this unit. He links up fantastic with Broly. And so him and Broly together will actually run really, really great together, because they're going to get out their super attacks. They're going to make each other hit a little bit harder. This Gotenks actually hits really hard and is fantastic. His 12 ki multiplier is 135%, so it's a little bit lackluster. But the great thing about this card, the fantastic thing about this card, is the fact that, is the fact that he gets a Dokkan Awaken in the future. And in his Dokkan Awaken, he actually gets attack +100% when performing a super, and he gains Fierce Battle. And his 12 ki multiplier stays at 135%. But great card nonetheless. You definitely, to me, this is the best card on this team because of the fact that he can seal the super and he can hit hard. I have my Gotenks Super Attack 4, and he can hit, he can hit close to 200,000. Yes, I know that's not, a hellish amount like, you got with Gotenks, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, or some other units, but the thing is, he's on one of the worst teams, and he's hitting that hard. He is actually a staple for this team, and you can keep him sealed, so you will not get hit as hard when you're playing, when you're going against certain types. Like, you're going against a strength type, you won't get hit as hard as long as you keep him sealed, and he's not super. And so that's the great thing about Gotenks. He's very, very, very important in a mono physical team. Especially if you have like I said before, if you have Gotenks and Bardock, you have them come around every turn, Bardock or Gotenks. You're, like I said, constant seal, and you don't have to worry about anything as far as a super, man. You're perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about using a Baba. You just worry about using your other items to help you survive the battle. Because, like I said, this mono physical team, it needs help, and it gets help in the future. But even though it gets help in the future, it's still one of the worst teams out there, which is, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. They shat the mono. They shat the Broly so much that it hurts his team. If they would have given him immense damage, that would have been really great. But, immense damage with 2 super attacks, that's lights out fantastic. But as of right now, he is very, very, very underwhelming. They have to do some kind of rebirth or do something with the physical team to give him that new God League, kind of like those Neo God as far as Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They need a God League like that, one of the Neo Gods to be a physical unit. So that's my list. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you have any question about my list, or you think my list should be different, man, let me know. Drop it down in the comments below what you think my list should be. And, you know, I'll discuss it with y'all as far as why I put some of these units, you know, go more in depth. Or you want me to go more in depth of why I put some of these units above other units. But, yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Remember, please like, subscribe, share. I'm almost to 100 subscribers, so go ahead and share this with all your friends. And until next time, talk to you later. All right? Peace.